Well, guys, what are we doing this morning? Well, I have to be honest, I'm following the algorithm. I did a short about this knife not long ago. It was hidden activation switchblades, and that has been by far the most popular short I have put up for a very long time. So I thought, why not take a look at it and do an actual video about it? So we're gonna take a look at it from above, but first, I gotta do the YouTuber thing. I wanna remind you guys that this channel is self-sponsored. I have a lot of affiliate links down below. I just got a shipment of Coffee Brand coffee. I ordered this time the medium roast number 3, and I'm gonna tell you, it is probably some of the best coffee I've had in a very long time. So if you wanna check it out, it's not that bad, and it's a good supports the channel. So, but all the affiliate links do. Guys, not gonna keep jawing about that too much. We'll talk about it at the very end. We're gonna turn it around right now, but no, we're not. First, you guys are gonna turn down the volume because here comes a little bit of music. I'm gonna have to apologize for my voice up front. COVID has just wrecked my my upper respiratory system still, even though it's been a few days. So you guys know I have several switchblades. I have a couple out the fronts. I have the button lock auto side out the side here. And this is also a switchblade. Technically, it is a switchblade. Now, the big difference between this is what's called a double action or a dual action. A lot of people call it. Microtech has made a couple of these. My DOC, my original DOC that I was looking for was the Death on Contact kill switch, which was both a push button and a flipper, just like this. So these are a little bit different, and I did a short about this, and I'm gonna title this video the same as it because it's just gonna get more traffic. But these are like this Switchblade's sneaky little cousin, because you can actually carry this as a day-to-day carry, and no one's really gonna know that it is a Switchblade. So like I said, out the fronts, you can definitely see that these are switchblades. Like that has a button, it's very obvious, but this one is kind of sneaky. So let's go ahead and we're gonna get these ones out of the way, and we're gonna tear into this one because this one is special. It's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead, get these out of the way and talk about this knife. So this is the Matt Diskin Revolution double action bolster activated switchblade. Now this is an incredible knife. Not just, we're going to talk about the knife, but first of all, let's talk about how it works. So when you just use it, it's a liner lock with a detent, just like a regular knife, just like a regular liner lock. It's got the thumb actuator. The action on it is amazing. Matt makes amazing knives. But what makes this one special is there's a hidden little trick to it. This bolster, or I'm sorry, this scale, it's not a bolster activated. Some of them are bolster activated. This one is scale activated. This is a switchblade. It just has a hidden activation mechanism. And what you do is, and it's stiff, I'm not gonna lie. You push back on that and it releases a spring. So what there is in here is down in here, that bar right there is a spring. And when you release this lever, let's see here, we're gonna put it back in position so you can see it more clearly. So as you can see, it's all the way down. See how it looks different now than it did? That spring is locked down. When you, I'm not gonna do it because it's hard on it to not have the blade in play and release it. But when you push down on this, that little catch moves out of the way and lets that spring fire forward. So when the blade is closed, you can see that that catch has moved out of the way and the entire spring has swung forward and it engages the blade. I'm pretty sure right here. Yeah, right here. And then just pushes that blade open. And then you just reset it by pushing it back into its catch. And now it's ready just for dual action operation, where you can just carry it. You can thumb flick it open and things like that. And so that's why this is different. But let's go ahead and talk about this knife because it is gorgeous. Titanium and ivory micarta that Matt Diskin has. This is a full custom. Matt Diskin does gorgeous, gorgeous work. The milling marries up on all of this. These lines are consistent through and through. Damasteel pivot. I'm sorry. I think this is I believe that's a carbon fiber backspacer. I'm pretty sure of it. I would have to look up. Each one of these was different. Blue titanium, blue anodized titanium, like I said, white micarta, blue anodized titanium liners, and then your lock. Now, the action on this knife is just truly amazing. This thing is great. This is possibly one of the best knives I've ever seen. This Diskin, this matte Diskin, is an amazing knife. This is a polished M390 blade that's done in a Tonto. And I have tried to polish 20CV and M390, and I'm going to tell you, it is no simple task. And he has done an amazing job with the finish on this blade. All the grinds on it are great. Now, back to the hidden thing. Now, this still would be an illegal knife. This knife would be illegal. But the cool thing about it is I like to say it's... So let's get back to the action on this. So that dual action makes this, like I like to call it, the sneaky little cousin of the Switchblade family. Because to most people, unless you tell them, they're not going to know. I mean, from side to side, you can't see a difference. It looks exactly like a regular liner lock or a frame lock. It doesn't have a flipper tab, but you know, there's a lot of knives that don't have flipper tabs. It is a very, very cool feature. Now, the machining on this is done immaculate. Like I said, look at that. I wanted to bring that jimping up. I keep forgetting. That jimping is there. It is beautiful. And then everything that's been done on this knife, it's incredible. But like I said, when you're talking about like clever little things, Touch Knives makes these, like I said, Microtech used to make some. There's other makers that make these. Matt has made production version of this. The Volcano brand, I believe, were his designs. And so it's really cool that gives you an option, because if you wanted to carry this knife, say you purchase this knife and you're in an area where switchblades are verboten, you could still carry this as long as you don't show anyone. Like, I'm not saying break the law, but if you're somebody that would, like, no one is ever going to know. No one's ever going to know. This knife is so comfortable. I would never use this knife because it's an incredibly expensive knife and it's gorgeous. I would never use it for anything really, except as like this would be a safe queen. But it's a very functional knife. It is ground a little thick. I will have to say, a lot of custom knives wind up being a little thick, but also this is a lot of times something that would be a collector's piece. So, but it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And it's really cool that it's here. So that is just so cool. That is just so amazingly cool. I love this. I love these. I love the Touch Knife Sparrowhawk. There's another one that Matt has that's a Diskin design. That's at his house. We've seen it before. But yeah, like I said, this was a popular short. And I thought, since I did the short and a lot of people saw it, that maybe you guys would like to see it. So we're going to do a quick comparison, size comparison to some knives that you've already seen, just so you can kind of see, because this is kind of a big knife. A handful of knives that I usually use for comparison. We'll start with the Sebenza. A lot of people know the size of the Chris Reeves Sebenza. It's bigger than a Sebenza, as you can see. It's larger than a Sebenza. It's overall a very large knife. Now, I don't have a lot of specs on this because it's a custom knife and there weren't a lot of specs. So Benchmade 940, you can see Benchmade 940, smaller than that. And the Benchmade 940 is coming in, I believe, 7.5 inches, almost 8. Looks like 7 7/8, maybe. So, and then the Reat Horizon D. These are just about the same size. So, you know, the Reat Horizon D is not a small knife. It's a bulky kind of big knife. And they are coming in just about the same size. There's a little bit of parallax there, but they're coming in just about the same size. So let's go ahead and get these out of the way and do some final look at. So this knife was, like I said, this was a full custom. This is not a production version. This isn't something you're going to be able to find real easily. And these were about $1,500. I've seen them on Arizona Custom Knives for a bit more than that on the secondary market. And there was a lot of different versions. So Matt had these ones. I forget, I think this was 2020 that this one was at Blade Show, if I remember correctly. These were, he had carbon fiber ones, the black, the blackened G10, or not G10, but black and titanium or zirconium, I can't remember which. So there was a lot of configurations on this. So with it being a custom, you're not going to find a lot that match. But looking at it online, I did the best I could to try and match. So this is white ivory micarta, blue anodized titanium, polished M390 Tonto Blade, which the Tonto grind on this is great. A lot of makers will have problems. I don't know what is on there. A lot of makers have problems when they do the grind, and they don't do a real great job marrying these up. And Matt did a great job. When I sharpened this, I had zero issue. It was just, it was like staying within the lines. There was no issues with it. And then the action on this is fairly snappy. It will actually come out of your hand. I've actually seen people I've seen people take this and have it come out of their hand and they have to catch it. So it does have a good solid action. All the hardware has been anodized to match. It's just a beautiful showing. And Matt Diskin is just a great maker. His knives are always amazing. So guys, that's about all I got on this one. Let's turn this around and do some final thoughts and send you out about your day. This is an amazing custom knife, but Touch Knives makes these. There's some other ones out there on the market you can get. They call them double actions, dual actions, because you can actually use this as a regular flipper, like I said at the table. But I just thought since that short was so popular, we just revisit it. Guys, that's it on this one. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down, but please try to tell me why I can't change that content if you don't tell me what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, it's as simple as like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell icon. But if you do hit that bell icon, make sure you turn on notifications on your device or you will not get notified of everything that goes up. And I have been putting up quite a bit of content, about 3 items a day, 5 days a week, sometimes shorts on weekends. Other ways you can do it if you want to support the channel financially. Like I said before, all those affiliate links down in the description, definitely support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything at ship out. I've got the coffee brand coffee, Blade HQ, a VPN, a bunch of Amazon affiliate links with tools, knives, stones, recommended EDC gear, stuff like that. Anything you purchase through this, especially the Amazon ones, if anything you click on once you use that portal and go through, anything you purchase after that goes directly. So if you're buying shampoo, please use my affiliate links. And the other ways you can do it, I have a membership down below that is tier-based. Pick a tier that gets you what you want, but remember, everyone saves $5 on my sharpening service. Everyone has access to my gilded server, and if you're a premium tier member, you have access to a sharpening tutorial series. And the final way is I have a merchandise store on Ember Shirt Co. I've set up a coupon code that works anywhere on Ember Shirt Co. That coupon code is CrazySharp, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp, all one word, saves you 10% at checkout. And if you take pictures of you wearing my merchandise, I will put them in a video. Guys, I love y'all. Keep it clean in the comment section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I will see you in the next video.